nothing to really do with him. The fucking '09 shit. Only thing people really care about in '09 was him beating up the McMahons and Triple H and Stephanie. That's all people really talk about with
That's
'09. Niggas don't care
all.
about nothing else.
Nothing else. And
He
who
don't
did
know how
he
to do
have to
good
elevate
outside
him
of
to
that.
that level? Who do he have to elevate him to that level outside of that? Same. That's it.
That's
People
it.
talk about people talk about some rated RKO. That was a great time. Again, revisionist history. That shit lasted every bit of a semester in school.
Basically, and what's the name? And here's the thing: fucking Edge had to get that fucking energy out of him.
Exactly. Not only that, it didn't even last a full semester. That shit was like 6 weeks.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
shit
Randy
lasted a
Orton
pay per
sucks.
view.
That's why niggas was all excited. Oh, we get a Randy Orton John Cena match. Oh, this is about to be boring as fuck. Randy Orton, they always talk like the methodical pace. No, he's just not moving. He's just staring at you. That's all he's doing. He's staring at you. This nigga is the perfect example of like he's like the living example, like a wrestling example of just running the clock out. That nigga just runs the clock out the entire fucking match. That's all he's doing. He just
We've
waits
been
the
running the
clock.
clock, and we've been doing that shit for the last 10 years.
This nigga just run. He just do run plays up the middle, waiting on the clock to just roll down, so he can do a quick QB kneel and then call the match. To call the match after that and just let it go. Like you
This
can't.
nigga, this nigga is late '90s, early 2000s football. Just keep running it.
That's exactly what. Just keep running down the middle. We'll get somewhere.
Both starting tailbacks is definitely gonna have 25 plus carries.
That nigga cook, yo. We calling him out.
At the end of the day, look, nobody's been carried more by their look, perhaps more than this dude.
That's all they ever talk about with him. Anytime Ric Flair talk about Randy Orton, he's the perfect wrestler. He looks perfect. It's like yeah, but he sucks.
He's a 14-time champion. Hey, bro, he had 14 reigns that lasted a combined, I think, 2 years with some change. It would have been 3 4 years over 14 reigns.
Yeah, that gave me that told me that's what I knew. I was like, yeah, this dude kind of ass for real.
He has never had a. I think his longest reign was like 280 days.
And that was us waiting on fucking
They're
Daniel
waiting on
Bryan to
Cena
get
to
that
get
belt.
healthy.
And with that, welcome to the MVP Lounge. Randy Orton sucks.
I want to say
That
he
nigga's
sucks.
an entrance. That nigga's no. We're gonna keep it a band. That nigga's an entrance, a pose, and a theme song. If you took those three things away from him, he'd be the Brooklyn brawler in great shape.
Wait, I know you didn't say what I think you just said. What did you say?
You take away his theme,
Uh-huh.
his theme song, his entrance, and the pose. He's the Brooklyn brawler in great shape.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else. Okay, cool. That makes more sense. I won't say what I thought I heard. I'm just gonna let y'all cook. Go ahead.
Okay.
Again, the
I hear you.
2009 him is doing the heavy lifting, bro. And anytime you talk about '09, it's literally just he kicked Stephanie in the head. Nigga, Undertaker sacrificed her on live TV. What are we talking about?
Nigga, I kicked Stephanie in the head before.
Her husband pedigreed her. What are we talking about?
This is also true. You're not wrong.
What are we talking about here? Like, we got to start giving so much credit to these people, bro. We got to start having some honest conversations about some folks, bro. You talking about running out the clock? Listen, it's gonna be that Drake DDT, that little quick little power slam, and his finisher. That finisher doing a lot of heavy carry. That finisher he stole from Diamond Dallas Page. But I digress. That's y'all boy. That's a lot of y'all's go. You can have that.
Hey, if you don't agree, look, you can hit him up in the comment section. Okay, plain and simple.
Yeah, put why he your goat in the comment section so I can tear that shit to shreds.
Speaking on goats, right? Some would say that the current GOAT is John Cena. And there's a lot of people that have been talking about his heel run that he's been doing. And, you know, a lot of people are across the world. Some completely hate it. And there's some that like it. There's no in between, you know. Where's everyone's stance on the John Cena heel turn at the moment?
He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. By that stance, he's killing it. Now, granted, it's boring and uninspired simply because the fucker's never there. So he really and truly like that part. But that's part of the gimmick too, which is I'm ruining wrestling. Fuck it. I show up when I feel like it. This title ain't gonna be on TV. When I do show up, I'm basically half-assing it. I've been giving you everything for 15, 20 years. Yeah, I'm gonna shit on you on the way out. Fuck y'all. Y'all been shitting on me. Let me give you what you've been giving to me. So I personally, I see where he's coming from. So I get it. Fuck him.
Yeah, I think. What I was gonna say, I was gonna say some words. Yeah, I think that it was cool at first, and now it feels very like lather, rinse, repeat. It's just like I'm gonna do a promo. I'm gonna have my next opponent. They're gonna get the upper hand on me. They'll be it. Then I'll be back and I'll beat them. And it's like it is boring. But he also pretty much set the table to basically create an excuse to not have a good heel run. He basically did a full promo that, like, looking back, he did a full promo that basically said, "Hey, this gonna suck, but I have an excuse. I'm making this weak on purpose." So
he had a foolproof plan to say, "Hey, this is gonna suck, but it's a part of the plan."
John Cena might be the GOAT because he found a way to be weak and make it a gimmick. So.
All right, Kudo, what's your stance on this?
What was the question?
The John Cena heel turn. Many people have said it sucked. Many people have liked it. Where's your stance on it?
They had me in the first half.
Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, they had me. I don't know. I don't know if it's because Cena is not giving input or because The Rock's not there and he's not giving input, but it's cool, but it's like what else y'all got? Like the shit at Saturday Night's Main Event was cool. The match with Truth was cool. Backstage segment with fucking Jay was cool as shit. And then that shit just dove off a cliff at the end. Like, y'all got this nigga taking crossroads all the fucking time. The move is set up so slow, and you just letting Cena get hit with the crossroads. Like, what else y'all got? It can't just be promo, and him not saying nothing. Like, do some shit. Y'all got him for a limited amount of dates. Do some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. I think what happened was TKO wasn't selling them tickets for Mania, and they fucked around. And before Mania happened, what they did was, in case of emergency, break glass, and that was the rock button. And they had nothing actually planned for that shit, and so it got a lot of people believing that there was supposed to be more from that situation. And I don't think they ever actually had anything drawn up for it. They just wanted to get eyes on the product and people giving a fuck. Because a lot of people was turning against that whole pay per view before he got involved. So I think that was a big issue as well, thinking he was going to be more involved and he wasn't, and it just bothered a lot of people, rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
Yo, why you put this on my screen, bro?
I don't see anything.
Dude just laid out.
That's
Every
basically
time.
what. Hey, John. Hey, this is what we got for you, bro. You laid out today.
He gets laid out every week. Every time he shows up, somebody comes. Like, he's probably the weakest he's ever been. Actually, he
Yes.
never gets his ass kicked as much as he do now.
It's supposed to be your champion. It's supposed to be the 17-time champion. And just what you got for like RKO? You laid out. Crossroads. You laid out.
Like, I don't get why WWE they treat having a belt like, all right, cool, we get the nerf him. He holding the belt. It's like, no, why?
They do the exact opposite. They make a motherfucker all world until you get the belt, and then they turn the motherfucker into a pansy.
Having a belt used to give you like plus 25 to your attributes. Now that shit is just it's a big ass nerf.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh. But you know, that's because Hunter booking everybody like him. He used to be the same way. If he didn't have his people with him, anytime he was champion, he would get dog walk. But then in the pay per view, he get his ass whooped through most of the match and then win. Rinse and repeat. That was him for every championship reign he ever had. He's just
Yeah,
doing it with the current champions now.
that's true.
If you think about that match he had with fucking Mick Foley at the Royal Rumble in 2000 with Cactus Jack, bro, he got his ass handed to him. That match was like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Triple H, say it's 20 minutes. Triple H got his ass whooped for 18 minutes and 30 seconds and still won. Again, that he's booking everybody the same fucking way. I've been said that though. I say him and Sean just booking him and Sean just booking their greatest hits on their respective shows that they running. That's it. They had a little
That's
different
true.
little flares in it every now and again, but really and truly, they just booking their greatest hits.
You're not wrong. That's exactly what they're doing. Speaking of, right, you said greatest hits that's what they've been booking, right? So let me just show you something real quick on the screen.
Come on,
I can't see
Triple H,
nothing
can
on
you
this man.
capitalize? Leg giveaway again on the challenger. The number one contender. The world's champion. Hit this pedigree.
Okay, and we know what happens a couple seconds later. You know, Triple H
Booker T
crawls
kicks
over
out.
and gets the pin on Booker T, and you know the black man loses in the situation, which brings me to the topic of blacks. Many black male wrestlers on this roster have been getting the trash treatment, so to speak, and we talked about it many times. WWE, if you're black and proud and respected, that's not what we need. We need you to be dancing, a fool, anything below respectable. And
We need all of y'all to come beat our truth.
exactly, you know, and that's like it makes me think, you know, since Trick just won the TNA title, now he gets to stay again down more in TNA, NXT, and he's, you know, not have to go to Raw or SmackDown, which I get, because why would you want to go to Raw or SmackDown where you're going to end up like Carmelo, who's
Who I called?
well,
I told y'all that was gonna happen to him.
or I mean, like people want to say
I'm
Hey, look,
we knew it was going to
Montez.
happen in any and all of them. Let's be
Say that
real.
one more time.
Montez Ford has been primed and ready to be a single star for years now at this point, and they're still not doing anything with the guy. People have been saying this for years, and they're still doing nothing. He can do everything. The motherfucker has shown he can talk. He got charisma. He got the look. He can absolutely, positively go in the ring with any and everybody. He has shown he can be taken serious in the ring, in this profession. The motherfucker look. First of all, motherfucker was a Marine. He can quite literally beat the shit out of most everybody on their roster anyway.
I'll beat his ass.
Doubt.
Something to pull up.
But yet and still got him with a red solo cup talking about we want the smoke. Dawkins can be pushed. At least to the mid card, he can talk, he can go in the he absolutely can go in the ring. Like these dudes have shown that they can be more than just tag team wrestlers. Hell, they don't even get pushed enough on the tag team scene. And they're about the only team that can legitimately be taken seriously for real. The rest of these niggas is fodder. But Soul said it, I said it. Miller wasn't gonna get pushed for so far, unfortunately.
Yeah, the
Of
moment I
course, he
saw
could have
him,
lost.
like I'm telling you, bro, like the moment I saw him on the big stage, I said, "This dude, they didn't present this dude as shit." I thought this shit cooked, and now he cooked. I mean, not to big up AEW again, but they know how to book. They let black people be black people. They don't stereotype the
You
black
don't
people.
you don't have to shuck and jive over there.
You really don't.
Thank God. I mean, I know people point to Prince Nana, but
But Prince
that
Nana is
ain't
not
that
is
ain't.
not considered an actual like what's the name though.
Yeah, he's not a wrestler, and he's also not necessarily shucking and jiving.
The shit became cool because he was just doing that. It wasn't like, hey, Prince Nana,
It
do this
wasn't
thing.
that wasn't nothing they were telling him to do. He just started. He just decided to start doing it,
And they got over and he just was doing it.
and it got over.
But
And yet,
like,
even with him doing it, you still take Swerve serious. You
exactly.
absolutely take Swerve serious.
But here's the thing though, right? It's like, think about R-Truth, right? Think about R-Truth. Think about um the Street Profits and all these other black characters. They're all kind of the same person. That just like it's just like how silly are you? It's like they might tone your silliness down for certain people, but at the end of the day, in
You know
WWE,
what's crazy is the fact that we pointed this out too. They play it safe. See, the black people is too dark, so we can't make them legit threats. We can't make them serious. So how do they get a black act per se over? They just get all the Samoans who act like niggas anyway.
exactly. And even then, the Samoans are starting to become the same person. Like it's kind of
Basically,
crazy. And
everybody
like
is Roman.
when you think about like
Everybody is
Bobby
Roman and
Lashley,
Solo.
when you think about Bobby Lashley and uh Swerve, those are two separately different types of black people in AEW. Completely different. Like, but like they can still be black. It's like they book black people as if they're just people. They're not like, how can we make them do the black thing? It's like you can say Swerve is acting like this. Like, yeah, but Swerve is that. That's why Swerve is that, because he is this. Like Bobby Lashley isn't like Swerve, so they're not gonna book him or have him be like Swerve. They're like, no, you just gonna be this person. This is what you work with. We're not trying to make you something. We're just gonna make you be a wrestler like anybody else. The same way with Mexicans. When they have like the Hispanic wrestlers, they always gotta be fun loving, having fun, and great night tonight, and they're really enjoying themselves out there. Like they do the same thing with them. It's
But
always like they just happy to be there. Like they just happy to be in the country doing some wrestling. That's the
yep,
whole Hispanic gimmick.
the same with the Japanese.
The Japanese is like, it's like, hey y'all, fuck y'all. WWE just be like, fuck them.
They treat them like, hey, Pearl Harbor, never forget.
They never forgot. It was just like, fuck you. Oh my god. I don't even know where we're going with this, but go ahead.
Nah, you make a perfect point. You know, we've talked about it many times that AEW, yes, not every black wrestler gets a shot. Like Powerhouse Hobbs, yes, he doesn't always get a big time to shine. Or you can even point out some of the other lesser people like Leo Rush. They don't always get a big time to shine, I guess. But they at least get to present themselves like serious competition. Like they never gonna like go on TV and look trash or even like look silly in any way, shape, or form. Well, besides that, I don't know what kind of jacket that dude Leo Rush be wearing, but besides that, like, hey, he thinks it's cool, so he don't go out there and wear it. So, like, all the above, you give the points to AEW when in terms of how they're booking the black male wrestlers in general. When you look at what WWE's doing, as you said, Triple H holding them back, holding them down, and that makes you fear for people like Trick and Obafemi who are eventually going to have to go over there. And
Boy, y'all think y'all upset now with how they doing people. Wait till y'all see Overfemi tap dancing behind Braun Breaker.
They're gonna give Obafemi the Great Khali gimmick for like 3 months, beating the shit out of people, and then he's gonna start dancing around like Khali did later in his career.
Yep. They're gonna turn him into Brodus Clay.
Oh, I hope not.
I'm telling you, Oba gonna come out there with his own version of he's gonna come out there with his own version of Naomi talking about somebody call my mama.
That's I ain't gonna lie though. They need to bring that gimmick back for real though. Just not give it. Don't give it to Obafemi though. Keep that shit off of my boy Obafemi.
I was like, yeah, do not give that to Obafemi, please.
Marquez, you should do the gimmick for real.
Y'all keep talking about some don't get it over Family, all right? Because WWE has provided you with so many examples of them doing right by colored folks.
It took them forever to take Mark Henry serious.
Bro, Mark Henry was around. Mark Henry first came around during the new generation. That nigga won a title in the PG era.
Jesus.
Yeah.
To think that like Mark Henry, like greatest moment is the Hall of Pain stuff, and that was happening like 12, and this dude started in like 88. It's crazy.
Like, bro, he debuted when The Rock was still going by like fucking Rocky Maivia.
I think he debuted before The Rock even showed up.
I think he did too. That nigga was Flex Cavano when he got there.
Right. He was Dwayne Johnson.
He lived with Mark when he first started. So Mark was there. You're right.
Wow.
Well, speaking on championships, opportunities, well, Money in the Bank is coming up. And they already had their qualifying matches so far. They got like 4 out of the 6. Let me see. For the women, we got Alexa Bliss, Roxanne, Rhea, and Julia. Who do you think will be the last 2 people to enter in this matchup? But before we get to that, let me just add the men's on there too, because it's going to be on the same screen. We got Solo, LA Knight, Penta, and Seth. And then on SmackDown, we're going to have another layer of additions before they add the last ones on Raw, I believe. So, yeah. I got being the last 2 people to enter in this Money in the Bank match.
Do we know the other matches?
We don't know the last ones, but I just give out like a specific name you'd rather like want to be in there, or yeah, who'd you want to be in there to be the last person, and who do you think they're going to end up picking?
I'm gonna tell you who should win these matches and who's gonna win. Now, who should win the men's match is the same person. The person who should win should be Mello. He's been there longer than Solo. I mean, not Solo, but Jacob. But Jacob got the most motion, so obviously he's gonna win.
No.
And I ain't mad at that. The women's match, now that's where it should get a little iffy because Naomi should win. Naomi should win, but it's gonna be Jade.
Yo, those punches that Naomi was throwing when she attacked Jay like months ago was some of the worst shit I've ever seen in my life.
That's hilarious.
Like, I don't even know what she was doing. Have y'all seen that video?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was she? Like, she was just like dancing on her or something. Like, she was literally not touching her.
She is a dancer.
She's also a wrestler. She got to start punching them. So at least keep touching them.
Yeah,
Everybody out here throwing the shade.
Bruh, she wasn't even throwing shames. She wasn't even throwing punches. She was legitimately just like shaking her head and like moving her arms. She did not touch that.
She was voguing around her face.
Exactly. She was voguing. That's what she was doing.
I'm gonna go with Frank said. I'm gonna go with Mello and Naomi to qualify.
I would love some respect to be put on Andrade, but I just know it just never gonna happen. And he's still waiting to face CM Punk. So Mello and yeah, you know, well, wait, I forgot who won I Mania again? Jade?
Yes.
Yeah, Naomi. Yeah, Naomi. So yeah.
Plus,
Mello.
Andrade's gonna be on the AAA show, so he can't be in Money in the Bank.
That's tough. They also spoiled the that Alberto's gonna lose his belt. Like they put it on the screen of like Vikingo versus Chad Gable, and it says for the AAA Mega Championship. And we're like, wait, huh? That nigga didn't get the belt yet. So good on you, WWE, for spoiling stuff. All right, who I think gonna be the last two people to end up in it? I know Raw hasn't booked their matches yet for that spot, but
It don't matter.
oh, it don't matter.
No.
Why is that?
Because they're not gonna win the match. It don't matter.
Interesting. So who do you have win the Money in the Bank?
It don't matter.
If Naomi qualifies, I got Naomi. For the men's, it's probably gonna be Seth, which is gonna fucking suck, but whatever, bro.
It should be. Seth is probably going to win the men's match, even though it should. I would personally like to see if he qualifies. I would like to see Jacob win it. But first of all, I would like to see Kerry. Actually, fuck that. I would like to see Kerry and Cross qualify and win it. That's who I really want to see in this. I would like to see him qualify and win this shit. But it's probably going to be Steph, unfortunately. For the women, I'm with Kudo. If Naomi get in, I would like to see her win, but it's probably going to be Rhea. Hunter going to keep pushing his top people, aka the whites. The only people of color who going to have any type of chance to win anything is going to be a Samoan. That's why Solo or Jacob ain't winning, because Jacob probably going to be close to winning and Solo going to cost him. They're going to end up facing each other at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Jacob is currently, the U.S. champion?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they ain't going to have him with a briefcase and a belt. So yeah, all leads point to Seth. They're not putting it on Pentagon. That would be cool if they did, but they're not doing that. Again, the coolest thing would be for them to put Karrion Cross in this match and have him win it.
Yeah, like he ain't. People are just asking him to be in a qualifying match. They ain't necessarily talking about putting him in the match. Just put him in a qualifying match, bro. You gotta give him the push. WWE on WWE.
I don't understand why. What's that boy name or that girl? I don't. What we talking about? I don't understand why. Seth Rollins got to win Money in the Bank. Why can't he just have a convincing championship victory over Jey Uso?
That too. I don't understand what he needs to have the briefcase for. My thing is this. I, to me, the briefcase used to be used to build stars. I don't like this whole concept of just using to push a fucking story forward.
Mm-hmm.
The whole point of it was to start pushing a star. Like there used to be excitement behind this because typically everybody in the match, you're like, okay, these are people they basically see as the future, possibly being a champion. At least 4 of the 6 that's in it. And you
Right.
like, okay, it'd be cool to see these people win it and start to get pushed. And whoever wins it, you like, okay, they really see something in them. But now you're just putting motherfuckers in it and having people win it who's like, do he need to win it? Not to mention, Seth's already fucking won it. What do you need to win it again for?
Plot.
Well, I just think it seems like they want to push Steph as like the next top heel in the company for the foreseeable future with this group and all this stuff. I don't
Triple H ain't trying to
understand.
do that for you.
I don't understand if you're gonna do it.
But
You know what
here's
make
the
you a great
thing.
heel? Which I don't know, but Triple H just absolutely love long ass reigns for everybody. Is if this dude just took this belt off of fucking Jey Uso.
Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly, he should do it
instant
before
heat.
SummerSlam.
Like Jey Uso don't need a
Because everybody
17-year
thinks
reign of mid fucking matches.
he don't. He
You
already
get
got
the
the belt, so he accomplished what he needed to.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's been like, look, I ain't saying does he deserve more time? Sure, but just put the belt back on him then later. But if you got
Fact.
something with Seth Rollins, don't give this dude a briefcase so you can prolong Jey Uso's reign simply because you want to make sure his reign counts. Then it's like we gonna know that's what it is. Then that's why they championship reigns be weak now because it's like you're only doing it to make sure that they have a nice lengthy reign because you're not gonna give them the belt again.
Right.
Like you might if
And
you
my
take the belt
thing
off of him and let have Seth Rollins do that, right? And then he runs with that bitch. You can cut it back around where Jey Uso takes it off Seth or something. You can do something,
is,
but it
fact.
don't have to be a 12-month reign until the next
Here's my
WrestleMania
thing.
simply because he deserves
Fact.
it.
Fact. To me, it's like you don't want to play hot potato with the belt, but at the same, sometimes that shit is pretty cool. Sometimes they need to be hot potato around.
Sometimes somebody just got the momentum right now. We probably should capitalize on it. Bro, Braun
Exactly.
Breaker and what's the name should get the tag belts like next week.
Facts. Like, as a matter of fact, tomorrow Friday they need to just go to that show and win them.
Just win them. Fuck it. Like y'all, like we don't have like y'all. They be having these champions had momentum, and then that shit died, and now they just trying to keep it. It's like, bro, just let them take it off. Like, just take the belt off of them. You don't got to do it all the time because Seth Rollins' momentum is gonna last a while. Jey Uso got momentum, but it's just like, yo, we got a chance to make a big heel. How about we use this amazing face we got right now?
My thing is this: you want to make the Intercontinental title mean something again because I don't even know who the fuck got that belt right now. Put it on Jay. Have Jay lose to him. Jay was just world champion, and he's been Intercontinental champion before, but it elevates the title because this is a former world champion that just won this belt. Have him have a run with that again too, and again, Whoever beats him, now you elevating somebody else because hey, they just beat the current Intercontinental Champion, former World Champion, Jey Uso.
There you go.
This is why you don't have to. You don't have to like Soul just said. You don't have to have these extraordinarily long fucking reigns every time, bro. Everybody don't need the title for 6 months or longer. Sometimes motherfuckers need that shit for a solid pay per view and a half.
Yeah.
And
Mick Foley had it for a day.
that's the
And some
WWE
change.
problem nowadays is because we don't necessarily see major title changes unless it's on one of these big ass shows.
Yep.
Facts.
Like it's,
And we
it's
need
either
to,
it's either it's either it's either it's either WrestleMania or SummerSlam. That's it. Maybe Royal Rumble depending on what the plans are. But it's like, yo, we back what was that? Fucking Saturday night's main event, Cody versus KO. We were like, yo, do a title change.
right.
It's a small show. We can y'all can change the bitch back if y'all want to later. But they don't want to do this shit. It's like you can change a big major title on one of these small B shows or C shows or whatever. Like change some shit up. Just throw it out there.
But when the last time you seen a title change on Raw or SmackDown? Like one of the main titles. Marquez, look that up.
We was saying that
I
shit
got you.
when Seth was champion going into WrestleMania 40 when he was having all these matches on Raw. Oh man, he should just lose the title to Sammy. He should lose the title to Jay right now. It don't need, and he can get it back or
With
whatever.
that, while I'm looking this up, let me just make a guess real quick. Was the last time Kofi and Brock or
That was SmackDown.
Okay.
Probably, yeah. Kofi lost that bitch in like 8 seconds.
Disrespectful as fuck. All the black champions lose to Brock.
Yo, I don't like Brock hair. You gotta cut that shit. What are you on?
Is that the real Hangman right there?
Brock. That's why Brock gotta go. Brock gotta go with Vince. I was
Brock
down
got
one night to take that with him too.
Brock got Brock the GOAT. No, Brock gotta go with Brock looked like the Viking logo. You just need the mustache.
I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out why Sable look like Griselda Blanco now.
Yeah, yo, Sable don't even look like herself. No, that Botox crazy.
I'm telling where she looked like Griselda Blanco.
You look like
Look
Sami
at that
Zayn.
picture. Look at that picture of Griselda Blanco on the cover of Cocaine Cowboys. The second one. They look like Sable right now.
What's her name?
Griselda Blanco.
Oh. I don't know why I thought you said something else. All right. That's funny. That's funny. That's exactly what she looked like. She looked like Griselda Blanco with a little bit of Marquez in it.
I'm trying to figure out how this fine ass blonde white woman turned into a chunky Latina.
That's funny as hell. I don't know what happened. I think Brock was just like, look, I ain't gonna lie, twin. I'm kind of tired of you. Can you turn to a Hispanic? She said, say less. I got you.
Yes.
I don't know where not Kudo. Where's that boy at?
Marquez left the show. He was supposed to be doing research. This nigga bailed up.
Bro did research and said, you know what, bro? It's too much reading. I quit.
Nah, they gotta figure it out as far as like some title changes on main shows ain't gonna hurt nothing, man. And I ain't talking about just the main shit either. Like I don't know why they don't do that. Maybe I don't
it's
know.
times where it's calls for. Just do it. Like they be
Next, bro. Hell, fuck changing the title. At least have them wrestle. They think gonna be wrestling on the main shows on.
I don't even know who the champions are. They be That should be crazy.
That's what I'm saying. All the matches be shit. That's everything but the champion actually wrestling. For every division, the tag team champions be the only people who actually get on TV and wrestle. Everybody else just the mid card champion, the main champion. Motherfuckers just be walking around willy nilly. Don't nobody actually be doing anything. They be it's more backstage shit than actually in the ring shit. And I will say this: all wrestling is guilty of this because AEW guilty of it too.
Facts.
Because nigga, I ain't outside of pay per views. Every time I see Okada, he in a suit.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Okada in ring gear doing the gimmick.
Bro, since he been at AEW, I think I've seen the nigga ring here twice. And
Facts.
both of them was pay per views.
Bro,
Any other thing, it ain't pay per
I,
views. That
I
nigga
have no clue what they'll happen.
You ain't want to rock with us no more. I mean, we still recording though. We out here talking some shit. It's still going.
Okay, cool. Cause I was no, I was just talking, and I know everything just shut off. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on?
That boy smell like bath water. Go ahead.
Hey, Okada, you want to defend? Hey, Okada, you want to defend your title tonight? Catch me about 3 weeks. That's pay per view, right? Catch me about 3 weeks.
And now Fletcher.
Oh my god.
That was fucking ridiculous, bro.
Death, we love it here. We switching over to the last topic, which is AEW. A lot of people been hating all kinds of crazy. It might have been. Was
no, the first topic was Randy Orton. My bad.
Yeah, Randy Orton was the first topic. Correct. But yeah, a lot of niggas been hating on AEW for years, and I get it. It's new. They do a lot of weird stuff. They do. Tony Khan, he on all kinds of crack when he be doing the show, and I get that. But he's trying, at least, to make a show that niggas can at least watch and enjoy.
Y'all be saying that shit all the time, and it's a distinct difference between cocaine and crack. That's cocaine that has to make it like that. If it was crack, you wouldn't have a show.
This is true. How you make it though? Tell us all out into the mic.
Because motherfuckers be coming to the ring and it wouldn't be a ring there. Like Tony sold the ring to who?
Yo, shout out to I don't even know what we talking about. Shout out to cocaine or whatever you talking about.
Shout out to cocaine. It's crazy.
I don't know what we're talking about.
That's kind of wild, ain't it?
Shout out to my man Tony, yo. The best comment I've heard all year was AEW is a real life video game, wrestling video game. Who did I hear that from? Myself. And it was amazing.
That's crazy.
He's trying.
Nah, but shout out to him, man. Like the cocaine cowboy himself, Tony Khan. Like he's he a weirdo, he lame, but motherfucker, he got the right idea. And to be honest, I salute the cocaine because hell, all the best wrestling was happening when all the wrestlers and the owners was doing cocaine. He owned something.
And I'll say this. Hey, yo,
maybe that's Hunter and Sean problem. They need to get back on cocaine and steroids.
Can we just leave Windhorse alone though? Leave Wendy alone. He ain't do nothing to nobody. He just be out here sportscasting. Leave Wendy alone.
Man, fuck that fat ass nigga.
All right. So yeah, man, but AEW has been it's been great. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch the weekly shows. Because I don't give a fuck. But I'm also casual as fuck. But when those PLEs that you guys like to call it, the PLEs, when them shits be hidden, it hits.
Nah, these hoes is pay-per-views, bro. These ain't PLEs.
Alright. These PPVs.
All this shit is pay-per-views. I wish I would call that shit a PLE. All that shit is for pay-per-view. Fuck out of here.
You are paying to view it. So I don't know why are we not calling it pay-per-view?
But
well, I guess we not for real.
You really are, because if you paying a subscription or you paying cable, every time you view it, you pay. So you are paying per view.
We got them links, but you gotta pay for the Wi-Fi.
Let's ask a legit question. Okay. When is the last WWE pay-per-view that you enjoyed?
Like,
Now, when you say pay per view, like, I need your lingo to be. Are you talking about the PLEs or are you talking about the actual pay per view?
You know what? Both. When's the last
All right,
PLE or pay per
say,
view?
all right, do it this way. Before WWE Network, after WWE Network.
After
That's
WWE
so
Network.
funny. That's so funny.
Ever since it dropped on Peacock, what has been what's the last pay per view PLE you've seen on Peacock that you actually enjoyed from start to finish?
Before cock or after cock? Sorry.
That's crazy.
the real BC.
The last good one I've seen.
Yeah. The last WWE thing you've seen on a pay per view or PLE that you enjoyed from start to finish.
Start to finish?
What you mean before?
I don't have one.
I enjoy WrestleMania 40.
I like night 2 of WrestleMania, whatever year that was in 2020. No, was it night 1? Which one was when Bray Wyatt and John Cena was like, I don't know, like making a movie or something?
Firefly Funhouse match?
That was Firefly. That was WrestleMania 37.
Yeah, I think it was 37.
Yeah,
37.
WrestleMania 37 was the last one I can remember that I liked from start to finish. Whichever one that night, it was like either whichever one had that, whatever night had that match. I like that whole thing. But I did like the Undertaker thing. Honestly, that whole night, I'd give it the whole night. WrestleMania 37.
Yeah, the Boneyard match.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Actually, it was Mania 36 for
Was it
the
36?
Bray Wyatt Funhouse match. So, yeah.
Yeah,
So
36.
night 1. Okay, so you like night 1, night 2 of that one. Okay, so May 36 was your favorite. Frank, you like Mania 40. Okay, and then Kudo, what was yours?
Mania 39.
Mania 39. Okay.
Now,
I'll agree with.
before 40, I can tell you.
So for me, I'll say because mine is actually I believe it's after Mania 39. It's the Backlash in Puerto Rico. But it's been but based on all three of our answers, it's been years since you've enjoyed a pay-per-view top to bottom or PLE top to bottom. Now let me ask you this: what was the last AEW pay-per-view you've seen that you enjoyed top to bottom?
Sunday.
Okay, so let's you know what? Let's remove Sunday. Before that, what was the last one you enjoyed?
The one before that one.
That's hilarious.
The point we're trying to make it, people.
Bro said that shit a long time ago. He wasn't wrong. Whenever they actually weekly shows, they gonna take up on the pay per views. Their pay per views are amazing. I don't give a fuck how the result actually goes. The whole process up to the result is amazing. So you really don't even give a fuck for it. You like storyline wise, this shit kind of ass, but it's like the match was still fire.
Yeah, it's like AEW. People say they miss the old AEW. It's not gone. It's just that it's just in their pay-per-views.
Basically,
they just basically be like, man, we gotta get through these. Let's get through these weeks, y'all, because we got some heat coming at the end of the month. Shit's crazy.
And here's the thing:
it's kind of like, huh?
People form their opinions of AEW based on AEW is like the Dallas Cowboys. People form their opinions not about the team itself, but about the owner and the fans.
That's a good point.
Because if you just looking at the team itself, team is pretty good. Team got talent. Pretty fun to watch play. But then you remember the owner is somebody you pretty much fucking hate and despise, and their fans all fucking suck. But outside of that, very interesting team to watch play.
AEW. AEW is like if all your bills came out in the beginning of the month. It's like, all right, well, I don't got no money right now. But you remember at the end of the month, oh yeah, I paid all my bills. So you start feeling rich and like you got a bunch of money because you paid your bills in the beginning of the month. That's AEW for you. You broke for a minute until the end of the month. You got paper. You be out trying to spend it on everything.
By that third week, you like, shit, I'm up.
Yeah, exactly. That's AEW for you. Like these next few weeks probably gonna be slow. They gonna start making fun of them. Someone might mess up on a promo, and they're gonna make fun of all of that. And then once they have another pay-per-view, niggas gonna be like, "Oh shit, AEW lit."
If motherfuckers just step outside of the stupid ass tribalism, kept it a band, it's just like if you was all the way real honest with this shit and claim to love wrestling like you really did, first of all, it's stupid to even try to compare the shows because there's no point. But if you just absolutely positively had to, then you'd be like, shit, AEW the same as WWE. And it's honestly, we're being honest, slightly better. The only thing WWE has is better music production. That's about it.
Yeah, and
Man,
honestly,
don't
great
get.
production is kind of a turnoff for me when it comes to wrestling. I kind of like
Yeah,
it
when
to
I
be a
hear
little.
music, it just makes me angry at Triple H. Cause I'm just like, yo, you got niggas like Metro Boomin, like, hey, bro, I'd love to produce WWE music. Meanwhile, we still sitting here with that problem.
Nigga said it was a lifelong dream, so he blessed the niggas with some great shit. He had
I'm
one
gonna
ear
tell
out the
you,
other.
if that nigga, if Tony Khan gets Metro Boomin, I might go back to AEW.
Yo, hey, Tony Khan, tap in. All right.
Yo, Tony Khan.
And to be crazy though, I'm gonna be honest, AEW's music isn't great, but like I can at least recognize who's coming out based off their music.
Right.
Yeah, you actually can. Hey, WWE,
Like I
when
can
the Royal
recognize, like
Rumble
I hear a
come
song, I can
around,
recognize it.
bro. When the Royal Rumble come around in WWE, I never know who's coming out until they actually come out every single time.
Unless it's a big name, you don't know who the fuck it is.
I don't know, no, unless it's like Roman Reigns or like if it's not a Samoan, Seth Rollins or like Brock Lesnar, I don't know who the fuck coming out.
Yeah, he even got the announcers talking about who is that? I can't see. Who is it?
Facts. Like, what the fuck is that?
And they be saying, they be saying it like the fans know we're just pretending like we don't know, nigga. We just as confused as you are. Who the fuck are these people?
You got Michael Cole talking about could it be? Yes, who? Who could it be? Michael Cole.
Could it be? I don't know. Who the fuck could it be? And it's his theme song.
Everything is like a fucking debut with this music. I'm like, oh no, I wonder who this will be. Like, and then they took away the damn Trons and the LED thing, so I definitely don't know.
It just be
Bruh,
showing names.
And see, that's the thing to me that their production value has gone down so much because it's just like that was what separated the Attitude Era from everybody. The Trons, the presentation of everybody. Bro, it was low mid Carters who had memorable Trons and theme music.
Yeah, niggas' music back in the day was gimmicked as fuck.
For sure, but that shit would still be like, I'm like, man, you know what? Like they had throwaway stables that had fire music.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Union was together for 7 days. The niggas had a whole Tron and music.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you was in WWE back in the day, you didn't have a Tron or no real like music, you had to been really fucking ass.
Terrible. Terrible. Like everybody had.
It's true. If you think about it, you can think of like the most least known people, and they all had great music that you can remember.
To the point to where you hear the music, you know, oh, I know who this is.
Yep.
And this is my thing. Even if that shit came out in the 90s, that shit was so iconic. That shit still hits even today. They didn't need to update it. Like you hear that fucking countdown and you hear that white man rap / rock and roll rapping, whatever it is. All right, that's Chris Jericho. Break the walls down.
Yep.
You hear that? Glass breaking is synonymous with Stone Cold Steve Austin nowadays. Anytime you hear glass break, somebody can drop a glass in your house right now. The next thing in your mind go dun, 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 just off sheer programming at this point.
Yeah, everybody. It's like Jim Johnson's whole goal was like the first like 5 seconds. Everyone needs something that represents their gimmick, and when you think about that, every single person has something, right? Like Triple H had the guitar riff at the beginning. The
The
DX
guitar
had the
riff.
"Are You Ready?"
Are
Shawn
you
Michaels
ready?
had the his name being repeated. Then you had The Rock saying, "Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?"
Do you smell
Mankind
what the
was the
rock is
car
cooking?
crash. Like
Yep.
Undertaker was the gong. Like Kane was that little like organ. Like everyone had something different to start their song that made you remember who they were.
Road Dog had "Oh You Didn't Know."
Exactly. Yo, what they said, I'm an ass man. Wasn't
I'm
the
an
first?
ass man.
It's like I'm literally like the first 5 seconds of everybody's song in the Attitude Era was their gimmick.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon. Here comes the money.
Everybody had it. Now no one has it. Like I don't be no like legitimate. Like I'm not even joking. When Roman Reigns music hit, I legit be forgetting because it's just like this random noise. I don't really know what that is.
Facts.
So the only reason why I know is because people start throwing the ones up. I'm like, okay, cool. Other than that,
Even when you used to Edge, you think you know me.
yeah, Edge. Like
Randy
everybody
Orton,
had it.
both of Randy Orton's. That hey, you know what's up.
And I hear voices. This is John Cena.
This,
And everyone had it.
that what I do. You know what's up.
You know what's going down, bro. That was how they did it. Can you dig it, sucker?
Can you dig it, sucker?
Like you knew who you was going. You like they wanted to be like abundantly clear who was coming out
They
every
even
time.
they did the shit with the legends too. Like if you're like me as a teenager watching, I never really watched back in the day. But as soon as you hear "ho," you know it's Jim Duggan coming out.
Yep.
You know it's Jim Duggan. Yep,
Facts.
that's a fact.
Or even the guitar for Hulk Hogan. The dun.
Down, 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 down. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear those fucking bagpipes, you know Piper coming out. You know.
You knew Piper was coming exactly. Like they made everybody like from the moment you heard it.
Yep.
You hear that military drumming. Dun, dun. That's Goldberg.
Yep. Holla, if
Like
you hear me, you know who's coming out.
holla if you hear me. You Scott Steiner. You hear the sirens. You already know.
Yep.
Listen, the Hardy Boys thing was so hot damn iconic. That shit wasn't just played in wrestling. That shit used to be played on trailers for TV shows. That shit used to be played during commercials for products and shit. I was like, bro, I hear the Hardy Boys theme song everywhere.
Now, the crazy thing about their song is it was non-copyrighted. So like it wasn't even like a song made. They just took some shit and they made it iconic.
Exactly.
Facts.
And I remember before the Hardy Boys even had that song was getting played on their their VHS tapes that they would put out. That was just like non-copyrighted music they'll play like over like the menu when you was about to watch a VHS tape of like wrestling. But now the Hardy Boys became so
It's
iconic that
synonymous
they
with the
turned it into
Hardys.
something real.
Right.
Which is why they can kind of use it everywhere because it's not copyrighted.
Yeah, man, we gonna go on a slight little journey because that brought up a memory for me. Hold on one sec. Hold on.
We about to leave again, y'all. That is hilarious.
That is
Bro, like we lit,
we lit, bro. They beat the shit out of Matt, bro. Look, they choking him and shit.
If I see that nigga at the family function, bro, he getting his ass whooped, bro.
Oh man,
You got to hit him with a chair for real, because that's crazy. Like, nigga, I need to get my ass whooped. You come out here, punch in the air, pointing at the crowd. Nigga, help me.
But yeah, but that's why AEW was able to use their music.
Fiverr is
cut your mic, sir.
That's why AEW was able to use that music. That shit was never. That's not copyrighted.
It's non-copyrighted music. Yeah.
Jeff should hit that. He should hit that move and been like, modest to the top.
Wait, play that video. But we gotta close out with modest to the top. Play that video, yo.
Which TNA promo was this? Hold on.
All I know it was TNA. Kevin Nash was they was talking to X-Pac, Kevin Nash, and Randy Orton. I mean, that other guy was in it. It's none of those. There it is. Yup.
That's it.
Tonight's main event will be a steel cage match. Whoa, come on with it. That's pretty cool. Modest to the top.
You heard it from Jeff Hardy. It's later tonight on Impact. It's the Fiend, it's Eric Young, RVD, and Hardy. But tonight,